about Max Factor, known as the father of makeup.
His first makeup store was in 1909. Isn't that wild?
I feel like he's also the father of contouring.
So then he created the first pancake makeup, developed the first lip gloss in 1930, and the name of the lip gloss is called X-rated.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah. My first mascara was a Max Factor mascara.
Really?
And I remember the smell to this day.
You're listening to Not Just Lashes. Here are your hosts, Shannique and Dixie.
Hello.
Hi there. Welcome to Not Just Lashes. I'm Shannique.
And I'm Dixie. And today we've got another kind of story time about Max Factor.
Yes.
Who I actually didn't know anything about. I didn't know.
Wow.
I didn't know until you brought it up. I had no idea. And we'll get to the little surprises, but like some things related back to like my morning this morning.
Oh, really?
That Max Factor has influenced, and I had no idea.
Yes.
So
he's come back in a different form.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Max Factor will always be with us.
Definitely.
He was actually known as the father of makeup.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Which is really neat. And a lot of the makeup, as you know, too, started in the film industry.
Yes.
It was more for a need for actors on film, like how to make them look better on camera.
Yes. And he actually started as a wig maker.
Yeah.
So he designed wigs on set, and then things were changing, like you were starting to say, you know, going from black and white film to color to, you know, different types of cameras and all. And he just rolled with the times.
Oh, yeah.
To create foundations, to create makeup.
Yeah. And this refers back to, we talked about our industry and as lash artists and with Glad Girl when they were on our episode about, you know, going with times and like adapting and changing. Like, you know, you don't have to get rid of extensions, but they're going to change. They're going to have different ways of doing it or different styles or different needs or, you know, and so that's really cool. And so he was one of those people that rolled with it and turned out to really make a difference in everybody's lives. And
yeah, exactly.
So yeah, he was during the time, like he was up and coming during the golden age of Hollywood. So that's when, you know, Wizard of Oz and King Kong and trying to think of other golden era, but like those movie stars like Jean
Harlow,
so
Marilyn Monroe.
But yeah, so he was doing the makeup and then he just became really popular. So he was, you know, on set doing makeup for all the starlets, and then like word started spreading around, like who's that guy? What? Oh, he started doing something different. So before, they would use grease paint for the makeup on films. And so when he started in the motion pictures, he was like, that heavy grease paint is terrifying. And as a solution, he created the first makeup for film, which was a flexible grease paint. So it still was technically similar.
Yes.
But it wasn't as heavy, I guess.
Right.
Yeah. And if you look back on old like Charlie Chaplin, like you can tell that there's something like gopped on their faces.
Oh yeah.
And
so heavy and
then
thick.
And then all of a sudden it started getting like smoother and
lighter. Well, you know, he was thinking with the times, women wanted that. Women, everyday women, wanted something. They wanted to look like Marilyn Monroe or, you know, any of those actresses. And he thought, you know what? I need to create something for the everyday woman.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they
And
wanted
that's
to copy their starlets.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
like when we see them on a magazine or we see our celebrities, we want to know, what are they wearing? What are they using?
You want to look like a celebrity. You know, so then he created the first pancake makeup. It's called Pancake. And it was a foundation that was a little bit lighter than what the film stars wore. Okay, so he was the first one to develop that, and he had created the foundation for different skin tones.
Yeah, because before they didn't.
It was just
really
like
have,
white.
Yeah, they didn't have like, especially with black and white.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Until they started getting into color and things like that were happening, he was like, "Oh shoot, like this doesn't look good on film. Like we need to come up with different color combinations for the skin." And he also, I feel like he's also the father of contouring because he specialized. He was not specialized. He was obsessed with the perfect face. Like he wanted to make your face perfect.
Yes.
So he would play around with lighting and different colors and shading in order to create the perfect balance, pretty face.
Right.
Apparently he never found it. He never got to the perfect face.
But he actually did, because he created that machine that would measure like how far apart your eyes are. And I don't know the name of the machine, but it was like a weird, like, I don't know, like how to describe it. Like this metal basket around your face. And it was just, he would take the measurements, and he wanted to actually bring that to the stores.
Oh yeah,
And sell them. But it just didn't work out.
It didn't take off.
So
not all ideas are gonna.
Not all ideas, but he wanted to create the makeup to balance on women's face. Okay, so that was really interesting. I hope when we go to the museum we do see that, because I want to look.
Yeah. So next week we have a little field trip.
Yes,
and we're gonna go. Is it on Highland? Right, it's in Hollywood.
It's in Hollywood.
It's in Hollywood. The Max Factor studio. And now that's where he first opened up his store. But now we're going to be going there because they have all of the makeup and the museum to go along with it. It has been there
since 1909.
Really?
His first makeup store was in 1909. Oh. Isn't that wild?
That's so interesting.
That was his first cosmetic store in Los Angeles.
Oh. Yeah, because it said that in 1916 is when he started selling eyeshadows and eyebrow pencils. And that was the first time any product like that was available outside of the movie industry. Like you could not get that until he opened up his store.
So fun. In the 1920s and 30s, he started making the lipsticks and powders and creams and selling it to the masses in the markets, grocery stores, and people just went crazy.
Yeah, I mean, can you imagine like
wanting to like look like your idol, you know, and you come home, you're all
like
done.
Or this is what they use on the movie set.
Yeah.
Like how cool is that? Like everybody wants to be part of that.
Yeah.
Like especially during that like golden era of Hollywood where like starlets and that glam look.
Oh yeah.
You know, it was so glam.
It was very
now we're
glam.
like more like natural, and there's like natural glams or glowy skin and all that is what's kind of our era. But back then, it was like
women
glamorous.
Just wanted to look like their celebrities, and they actually endorsed him, right? So they would walk around and be like, I use Max Factor.
Yeah.
So should you.
Well, because this is so interesting. So after he was selling the eyeshadows and the eye pencils in his store, 4 years later, he launched a full range of cosmetics, calling it makeup. So it wasn't even called makeup.
No. No.
He was the person who coined the phrase makeup.
That's amazing. Makeup.
Yeah.
From Max. Thanks, Max.
And then he also, then he went on to earn an Oscar, and that was unheard of in the time. There wasn't really a makeup category yet for all of that. Like he really changed the industry and created all these little almost like sub units to it. You know, it wasn't just makeup. It wasn't just movies and television and colors. He really did a lot of it.
Oh yeah, he did. He developed the first lip gloss in 1930, and the name of the lip gloss is called X-rated.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Oh, I did not see
X-rated.
that.
I mean,
I have a little timeline of like he created so many of like the firsts. Yeah, that's so crazy. X-rated.
So it was to give that shiny, glossy finish, and this just paved the way, you know, to lip gloss. You know, and I think he relaunched something in the 1970s where there was like a campaign of like, you know, you want to leave your taste behind after a kiss.
So did it have a flavor?
Well, so that's when they started creating like chapsticks and all. Is because everybody was like, oh, wow, yeah, when you kiss, you leave that behind, right?
I definitely did that when I was little.
Yeah. Oh, I did that too.
Those, what are they, lip smackers and all that kind of stuff. Like, I was like, if a boy kisses me, I want to, one, smell really nice. So I would load myself up with like Bath and Body Works Victoria's Secret spray. Just like a cloud around me of just like perfume. And then, I'd always wear like different like candy, scented, flavored.
So that was from Max. Thank you, Max. But so now, I mean, things have changed over the years, and I believe that Max Factor, I think Cody took over Max Factor. So
and who's Cody?
Like another makeup product.
Oh.
Yeah. So
I've never heard of Cody.
I remember my grandmother using Cody. It was like this big, ginormous, like white powder. It was white powder.
Like the big, like poofy.
Yes,
like,
and the big poofy, and she would just go poof.
Like the little cartoons.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? And they're like poof, poof, and then they're like poof.
Yes.
Fabulous.
Yes.
Just after two poofs.
Just after two poofs. So that happened, and I was like just looking at her all the time, like, wow, you know, that's amazing. Like, I want to grow up to poof my face. But yeah, so he's still going strong. It's amazing.
That's interesting.
I mean, without him, we wouldn't have Bonnie Bell, lip smackers.
I mean,
makeup.
all of our of our modern makeup stems from him bringing the makeup to everyday people. Yeah, you know,
so amazing.
And then seeing needs or seeing things, especially as like it went from black and white to color, and him being like, oh, we should do this. We should, you know, like this. Now I realized we need this. Yeah, so he developed so many new makeup shades. And so, you know, Rihanna, like she's known for having so many shades of her foundation. Well, thank Max Factor first.
Yeah, exactly.
That inspired that. Like obviously, you know, as years go by, like we need to improve and need more and more and more. But, you know, can you imagine it was just one color? Just hope for the best. Like,
I mean, there's something to it. I mean, you look back in, you know, to the 1940s, 50s, everybody had red nail polish, red lips. It was a look. You know, he started the makeup culture. And I thought, like, you know, it just gets you thinking, like, how amazing the beauty industry has changed. You know, when you look back at the history from it all, you know, we did start from the bottom in our other podcasts. And it just keeps evolving to something more different and different. I mean, it's amazing.
It's really neat. Yeah. I mean, when we go back to the pancake, like makeup and stuff, and he described as like he would do the makeup on set using this pancake makeup that he developed. The actresses would pocket it and take it home and then wear it for every day. And that's when he was like, oh, this could totally work off film too, you know? So it's like those little like things that happen that make your brain like spark and be like, okay, now I can see where like this is a need.
Yeah.
I wanted to show, let's see. he also came up with, it was in 1947, the pan stick makeup. And they had been testing it, and he had his Hollywood laboratory. So the Max Factor was also laboratories where they were doing experiments and trying to figure out these things, which I think is so neat. How cool would it be to go to the factory or the laboratory of where you also are buying your product?
Yeah.
Like, I think that's really neat.
It's so neat. And he also is known for getting Lucy to change her hair color to be a redhead.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. And so she used...
So she's not naturally red?
No.
Oh.
No, she's naturally, I think, a blonde. So she went from blonde to red, and he suggested it. I think, what do you call that stuff? The natural dye. Henna.
Oh, uh-huh.
So she had a specific type of henna, and he would always have it for her. I know, just for Lucy.
Wow.
And she just loved henna. She didn't want dye. She didn't want anything. Henna. Isn't that amazing?
Interesting.
I know.
Why did he suggest her to go redhead?
To be more glamorous.
Interesting. I once tried to be strawberry blonde.
Yeah. And how did that go?
It was not more glamorous. Blondes have more fun.
Blondes have more fun.
But yeah, and so as his company is just keeps evolving, they always have that laboratory. He came up in 1955, high fluid makeup, which was designed to do for color for high technology. So it would have a more range to pick up brighter colors. So he was trying to figure out how to brighten your complexion and have a more even tone on the camera. And then he kept trying to like fool around with it. And then he finally found like something that was a liquid that could do it versus like the cream or anything like that. And it created more of a glowing appearance. So I think we love our glowing skin now.
Yes.
We're all trying to do that like glazed donut look or so he saw the potential there too and was like, here we go. Let's
so
make it glow. And then in 1958, Max unveils the mascara wand. So before, I know we've talked about it in our previous podcast, Eugene.
Yeah,
He created mascara for us, but it was put on with a it wasn't your typical brush that you think of now. It looked like a toothbrush, right? Yeah. And so you just kind of like do that, or they would use their hands and just kind of do that. But he was the one that was like wand form, dip and put it on. And like, thank God he did that because I can't see it looking that great.
It was more work. It was more work back then. And I just remember my grandmother saved like mascara that was in a little pot. And then she would have this tiny little, it looks like an eyebrow brush, right? And she would just shimmy it and then just go under, and it would be so thick.
And chunky.
But, from a distance, it did look glamorous.
We should try it. I wonder
know.
if Max Factor, when we go to the museum, if they have like the old makeup to buy or something, and we can like go and try.
I don't know, but
otherwise, I'm getting a toothbrush.
Yes,
I'm sure I have one from the dentist.
I think Benefit still has like their tube mascara. So where you squeeze it and then you put it on a brush and you put it on. I just remember a lot of makeup artists actually do that. I remember always carrying a brush that I would apply the mascara with, and it just made the eyelashes
wasn't like a chunky, like a toothbrush.
No, it almost looked like I don't know. It's like a V shape, and you dip it in the mascara, and then it just really thickens it.
Oh yes, I know exactly. It kind of looks like a little fan almost. I've used that on clients before when I was doing makeup. Yeah. So I like that stuff for the bottom lashes.
I know.
Yeah. Like it works better than a wand in my opinion. When I'm doing it on someone else.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
I don't, because like when you do the wand, I don't know, it just
hits the lashes. It doesn't like create the underneath where you like spread it all over the place.
Yeah. So thank you, Max Factor, for the wand.
Thank you, Max.
Him and Eugene need to be like,
I wonder if they knew each
oh my
other.
God. No.
I know, I'm joking.
I was like, wait.
No, I'm joking.
But then in, 2004, they were one of the world's most influential makeup artists, Pat McGrath, is signed as Max Factor's global creative designer director.
Interesting.
Yeah. So this is where I was like, oh, this referred back to me getting ready this morning. I just started using his Pat McGrath's foundation. I think it's the Skin Fetish foundation, and I really like it. And I was doing makeup for a wedding, and the girl was like, "Here, you can just use my foundation." I was like, "Okay," and so it was that brand, and I was like, "Oh my gosh!" Like it goes on so nice and like
interesting.
Yeah, like I really liked it, and so it's interesting that he worked.
Yeah.
As the creative director for Max Factor, you
That's
know,
amazing.
Like, he probably used that technology or that, influence in his own brand.
Of course.
Yeah. So it's just so funny. I was like, huh. Yeah. I feel like I had a little bit of Max with me this morning.
Oh, awesome. He also created a waterproof lip pomade.
Oh.
And it came in like this cute little gold tin. See, I would just buy it for the tin because it looks so cute and like, you feel so fancy. And that's what I love about like retro makeup. Like their containers, their packaging was just so much fun and glamorous and just so cute.
Honestly, I think we might start to go back towards that way, sustainability wise and environmental, like where you can just fill up your package again with like what like if you consistently are buying this like blush or whatnot, and then you can go there, because I feel like that's kind of where we're going. A lot of people are either trying to find ways to have like recycled material, or they're trying to go into the reusable sense. And that's what they had back then, was like a nice container.
Yeah.
But I wonder, did they throw it out after they were done using it?
Some people did, and some people are just collectors. I would, oh my gosh, my mother-in-law would always go to, fancy garage sales in the desert, and she would bring me back like very interesting old beauty tools. And I just have them, like, you know what I mean? Even like a vintage hairbrush. They just don't make them like that anymore.
Yeah.
So I definitely need to bring them back in, but it makes you want to buy it. It looks cute, and then you feel cute.
Yeah. I definitely feel classy. Like there was a moment in time where I wanted to buy one of those hairbrushes that were like shine, like almost metal on the back, but then I was like, they're so heavy.
Yeah, I know.
I was like, oh man, I like just having like a brush and just throw it back there. It's like, have it in my car and just quickly but that was like so fancy and nice. Like it would look cute on my vanity, but I don't think I'd ever use it.
Same, I know.
Also, I wouldn't want to ruin it. When you get like a treat or something and you're like, it's so pretty, I don't want to mess it up, so then you end up like not eating it.
Oh yeah. So funny.
I still have like when I was in Germany, I still have like a cookie that was like hanging on my door to my hotel room, and it was so cute, and I still have it.
Aww.
I never ate it.
Awesome.
Like, that's cute. It's in the packaging, so it's not that gross.
Yeah.
Not that I'd eat it.
Well, I kind of feel like Benefit Cosmetics still brings that retro feel.
Yeah.
With all their packaging.
Their brand is very, yeah.
I like it. It's very cute. Even like their sayings are funny. Like, aloha, I'm on vacation. Just cute stuff. And that's like one of their blushes. And they add like little characters on their packages, like from the 60s, 70s, 50s. I love it.
Yeah, I definitely do get that vibe. It's been a while since but when I'm looking back and picturing Benefit, I'm like, yeah, I totally get that. Yeah.
Yeah, inspired by Max.
Like every time you say like, and then he also created, and then he
also yes.
Like, what did he not do? Jeez.
I know.
Wow.
I really want to. I want to try on that contraption.
Oh yeah.
Let's
try to see like if we can create the perfect face.
Yes. But you kind of look like a caged animal.
Oh yeah. But I'm fine. I'm fine.
Right? Like I want to see how off I am.
Yeah.
I mean, but
well, was it like because he used the mathematics of like also the symmetry and then how like you're pretty
far apart.
Eyes and everything.
I think he created that staple.
We're gonna get analyzed,
right? He created monsters.
Can you imagine?
You know what I mean?
I mean, now with like the industry where we're at, like with like fillers and all that kind of stuff, like there's all this like facial balancing and like they put filler in your chin so you know have a better profile and stuff like that. Man, Max Factor would have a
oh my gosh.
He would be like, get in my contraption.
Yes.
And then I'm going to add a little something here and there. That's probably why he couldn't achieve the perfection with just the contouring and the colors.
Yeah.
Because he needed to actually like or like change the face shape itself to like add things. But he would have a ball. He would probably become a medical esthetician or like a nurse.
Yeah, I could see that because he's very scientific. Very.
I can't see him going down the doctor route just because I feel like it would take too much time out of like he's got to get going on this stuff. Yeah,
he likes being creative.
But
I know him. Well, Max can't do that. He'll never be a doctor. He'll always be a makeup artist.
He'll always be the father of makeup.
Father of pancake makeup.
Of makeup. You don't need to just put him under the pancake umbrella.
I just want to say pancake.
So what made it pancake?
It was thick. It was just a thick, he just called it pancake. I have no idea why.
Because I'm like, are pancakes, I mean, I guess I assume pancakes are fluffy.
Right. But I think it was just a thicker consistency in compact. So,
because we still say it today, like,
pancake makeup.
Yeah, like don't make me pancakey. Yeah. I don't want to look like, I don't want to feel it. Thick. I don't want to. Yeah. So it's funny that
that word has always been with us for generations. Yeah. You know, I remember my mom saying, "Don't put so much makeup on." Like in the 90s, I don't know, I was trying to go for some look. And my mom's like, ew, your makeup is so thick. Why do you have to pancake your makeup? And I'm like, because I want to look pretty. And she's like, you don't have to put that much on. I'm sure I did like theatrical thick makeup, you know, thinking like, oh, I look cute. But yeah, pancake. It's like one of those words that everyone knows universally in the makeup world.
Yeah. It's just the term they use for it.
I don't know. But maybe we'll look that up.
Maybe they'll have more at the museum.
Oh, I can't wait.
What else there is to discover there.
Yeah. Well, I think they said he had a room for each person. Like one room would be for Marilyn. Another room would be for Lucy and have like all her Lucy stuff. And Marilyn, she would have all her makeup, right, suited for her. So he had his main celebrities that he took care of. And they all had their separate rooms.
Interesting.
I know, right?
Wow.
How special is it?
Yeah. I was like, what the heck? Now it's like they just like come to your house and they're like...
Yeah, no. I want my own cute little suite and get treated like a princess.
Like a celebrity.
Like a celebrity, yeah. It's amazing.
Oh, that's so cool.
But yeah, we'll have more to talk about once we go there and explore, and I'm excited. I'm so excited that it's still there.
Yeah.
Since 1909? That's crazy.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, the Rimmel, when I was in London, the Rimmel store wasn't there. Not even like a different makeup store, or like, you know, nothing.
Did someone take over Rimmel, like a different company?
trying to remember. No, they're still like. I mean, Rimmel London is. I mean, it's still around.
Oh, it's still around. Okay.
Yeah, but they don't.
I haven't seen it lately here.
Not in the
US.
Like CVS and stuff. No.
I used to see it a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I haven't seen a commercial for it either.
Yeah,
for
right?
a minute.
Well,
We'll have to stop at CVS on our way to
Let's go.
the museum.
Yes.
just clarify if it's still around. But
Yeah.
yeah. No. I mean, somebody took over it, and then somebody but no other brand, I don't believe, bought it out.
Okay.
That I'm aware of.
Rimmel, yeah.
Yeah.
My first mascara was a Max Factor mascara.
Really?
And I remember the smell to this day. It just had like, I don't know, like a perfumey smell.
Oh, interesting.
So when I got close to somebody, just kidding.
You flutter your lashes and let this.
Can you smell the strawberries? I'm just kidding. But yeah, no, Max Factor. Like I loved his mascara. I really did.
When I was
made him so
looking up,
long
there
and
was
thick.
No, it was it was actually called false lash
mascara,
that's
right.
Which is the funniest thing. Like,
and people would tug on my eyelashes in high school because they thought they were fake. And it was Max Factor's mascara. I'm just like remembering all this. Yeah. So I always that was my go-to. I know.
So where did you buy it? Did you get it from like a Max Factor store? Did you go to
No, it was like CVS or whatever, Walgreens. But you had to go there.
Max Factor wasn't bought out by they were actually bought in, let's see, let me look at the date. In the 70s, like I think it was 1973, they were bought for $5 million, and that was in 1973. Oh,
by
here we
Cody.
go. Max Factor and Company by Max Factor especially until 1973 sale for US oh my gosh, not even 5 million. See, this is why.
Yeah.
500 million, which is equivalent to $3,541,3 billion.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So Max, it was owned by several generations of the family, becoming an international company, and then then bought by Cody. Yeah. So, that's just crazy. Then they were bought for that much.
That's a lot of money.
Mm-hmm. But they knew they
he knew his worth. Mm-hmm. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
He got what he was worth.
Mm-hmm.
That's so cool. Yeah. The whole behind the scenes, that used to make me feel so inspired when I worked on set. Mm-hmm. You know, when I did makeup and the extensions as well. And just the rush and the energy of getting your models, getting your actresses in and out and making things so pretty. I could just feel the energy of that, looking at him, pictures and how he's always has a little smile, or he's concentrating on, the alignments of people's faces.
Well, yeah,
and
it's
just
really treated it like an art.
Yes.
Really
That's
did.
it.
I wonder, I know we're talking about what he could be doing today as a nurse and filler and stuff, but it's also would he have gone into eyelash extensions? Would he have gone into that would be very interesting to see if what
so
his
his
influence
family
would have
took
been
over, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, his son took over, and then multiple generations.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's so cute.
They took over, but they sold the company to Cody. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So it was more of a partnership. And then eventually too, they're part of the P&G family.
What's that?
Procter
and Gamble.
Yeah, they're part of that. So they're part of Tide laundry detergent. They're under that umbrella as well, which is very interesting because I feel P&G is known for your safe products at home, or family product, or
house cleaning.
Yeah,
good housekeeping.
Yeah, exactly. Good housekeeping. That's So it's just kind of funny that something like that took it over.
Yeah,
but it makes sense because was the first makeup to be sold at and in your home. It wasn't just for starlets. So it's like, fun. Like, it makes sense that like it kind of goes in with your home and like, yeah, but
very weird. Like, is it coincidence or?
I'm sure they were trying. I feel like they were probably trying to branch out and have like multiple, you know, like it's like Walmart or something.
Yeah, totally.
Cover all your bases. Have every little thing.
Well, thank you, Max.
Yes, thank you
for everything that you have done for us. We will forever say pancake because pancake started it all. It was the foundation of foundation. Let's just say that.
Oh, nice.
I know, right?
Like it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, guys. So
we will talk to you next time.
Yes. And you could find us on YouTube.
Not Just Lashes.
Not Just Lashes. Spotify.
Not Just Lashes. Apple. Not Just Lashes. Yeah, you can.
Insta. Not Just Lashes.
Podcast.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, and stay tuned for more. And
we'll take a little tour. We'll take you with us to the Max Factor Museum. Okay, guys.
Have a good one.
Until next time. Bye.